Ah, yes, post-victory celebrations.
To our glorious victory, and to the ancestor spirits!
I fought Frostbane. Even knew about that fancy ability it has.
Icy Burst, you mean. The ability's strong, but has limited uses. Even me knew that.
Yeah, okay, but did you know the weapon also has the power to protect its user from the most extreme cold possible?
It's not without its drawbacks, though.
Drawback or no, that do-or-die maneuver wouldn't have worked without Frostbane's protection. He's an amazing warrior.
Yeah, proud to call him brother.
Yay!
You did well, too. Thanks for having us back.
Loyal
So,
Hydra.
back to life as usual?
Doubtful. It's far more likely that we've pissed off this Great One and they'll decide to attack us personally.
Then why isn't your brother living it up with the rest of us?
Last I checked, he was still asleep. He and Crush were pretty exhausted. We should let them rest for a while longer.
Don't be an idiot. We both know rest ain't what's happening at that tent.
Don't make a nuisance of yourself, you hear?
Wait, we're watching? Oh boy. Oh! Oh, hello there, stranger.
Hey, how's the baby making?
You fucking bastard. Cock block. I've put Monster Energy in a coffee cup that's green on the inside, so it looks like it's water. And tastes like coffee. Moo! That hits like a truck, coffee mixed with energy drink. Guys, after this episode, I have to show you something else. It's a very similar ability to what you just saw. When was Overlord written?
Thank you for assembling so swiftly, my faithful guardians. We have much to cover. Victim, come forward.
Wait, that's one of your guardians?
Take a moment to introduce yourself to the others.
Because I was going to say that weapon's ability is a reference to Frostmourn's ability. I'll show you guys after this.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Victim.
Though you guard the 8th floor, that is not the reason I've called you here.
If it started in 2010, that's significantly after Wrath of the Lich King came out. I believe Wrath of the Lich King was 2008? Was it? Probably. Frostmourne was made a long time before that, as were its abilities. Its ability mainly being to raise undead and whatnot. But that aside, that particular ability that engulfs the battlefield in sort of a blizzard, that ability in particular I want to show you guys.
We have yet to identify Shaltir's powerful assailant. I doubt we have seen the last of them, and must consider future incidents. Therefore, to protect all of the Guardians, myself and Nazarick, I must use a powerful skill that is only invoked by your death.
Oh, that makes sense. He attacked the lizard people to rule out it was them that possessed Shaltir. Because if they possessed that type of ability, they would have easily overpowered this invasion. But they struggled, which means that they don't possess that type of ability. Makes perfect sense. He attacked them with a very feeble force. And he even let them know about the attack ahead of time, which means the only logical conclusion of fighting back would be to group together. But the force that he supplied was weaker than that of their combined strength. I don't think that was accidental. I think the reserves of minions that they have in Nazarick far exceeds what they used. So that was just, I don't know, just to test their capabilities. And to see whether or not they're a threat. Which, apparently, going by that, they're clearly not. So he doesn't need to worry about them. And I believe that it was Albedo that actually made them the target because she's the one, they attacked you before, be careful. She's like, alright, let's see how powerful they are. Yeah, they're not, so they're no longer a threat. It can cross them off the list of potential people.
I am sorry. Though I will bring you back to life right away.
I thought he was just randomly trying to commit genocide, but he wasn't.
I hope you can forgive me.
Do not let it bother you, Lord Ainz. Death is my purpose, what I was born for. If dying would be of use to a supreme being, and the tomb as a whole, nothing would give me greater joy.
There is a motto our members often lived by. I'm reminded of it now. Greater love hath no man than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. Truly a sublime expression. One that I believe fits you perfectly. I am grateful for your love.
Your words are more than I deserve.
Next up, Demiurge.
Lord?
First, allow me to honor you. You always answer my calls with haste.
You are too generous, Lord. It is expected of me, just as it is for all of your humble servants.
Indeed. I've inspected the sheepskin parchment you provided. It is evident they will stand up to use as low-tier scrolls. Can I count on a stable supply of it?
Yes, that will not be a problem, Lord. I have acquired an ample number of them.
I see. What is the name of the beasts you've been harvesting?
Their name? Would Abelion sheep suffice? The skin is similar, as is their role in your conquest.
Sheep, huh? Interesting.
So the beasts were actually chimeras, or rather, a subspecies. In Yggdrasil, chimeras had the head of a lion and a goat, and their tails were snakes.
Chimeras? Ah, crap.
You must think that a beast with sheep mixed in is something different.
I think Abelion goat would be better. But very well. Continue your work. Now, Shaltir.
Yes, Lord?
Regarding the splinter in your soul.
Please, Master. I can't reconcile the shame of my sin with the honor of my position as guardian. I beg of you, punish me for the reprehensible monster that I am.
But wouldn't she feel rewarded by that? Because she's probably into that kinky shit. Shouldn't you, like, bake her a cake or something, which you would absolutely hate? Because it'd be treating her like a child?
All right. I will settle on one later. Lastly, Cocytus.
Let me guess, the parchment is made from human flesh, isn't it?
You ended in defeat.
Yes, Lord. I am terribly sorry for my offense. I have dishonored Nazarick. I was
Cocytus, look your master in the eye when begging forgiveness.
Of course, sorry.
I'm curious. Why do you think you were beaten?
Lord Ainz, I cannot begin to atone for losing the army you entrusted to me.
Enough. Let me make this perfectly clear. I don't intend to punish you harshly for this defeat. The reason being that everyone makes mistakes. I don't care who they are. That goes for me as well. That being said, I would like to know how you could have won.
Ah, yes, learning experience. Ooh, Mike's following me. Grazie. Thank you.
I should have acted more cautiously. I underestimated the Lizardmen's resourcefulness.
Yes, you did. Never underrate someone, no matter how weak they are. Is there anything else?
I think I may have had insufficient information. The enemy's strength, the topography. I realized that without considering such factors, my chance of victory was lowered regardless. A lack of commanders was also a problem. Since my soldiers were low-level undead, I should have placed those with the ability to lead in as needed.
Anything else?
Apologies, my lord. That is all I can think of for the moment.
Outstanding! Except for the Elder Lich, our losses were inconsequential. Their demise has absolutely no effect on Nazarick's power. And considering what one of my guardians has learned from this, I'd say we've gained.
Your benevolence knows no bounds, my lord.
Hold on. The fact remains that you lost. For that, you must be punished.
Which means your ass is gonna be working the corner until you get enough gold to resurrect the Elder Lich. Now get hooking, bug boy.
Cocytus, you will personally mop up that sludge by exterminating the lizard men.
What?
And this time, you will rely on no one but yourself.
Fantastic idea, my lord. He will expunge his sin and the lizard men in one fell swoop. You truly are a supreme being.
But they haven't even finished making babies yet.
Lord Hines.
Really? Wow. Well, there goes my idea of him trying to see whether or not they were a threat. He's literally going to kill them all.
I must humbly make a request. Please, Lord, hear me out.
You have brought defeat and disgrace to the glory of Nazarick, and now dare to petition our master? You forget your place, worm. Insolence!
It's fine, Albedo. You've surprised me, Cocytus, and piqued my interest. Lift your head and make your request. Don't keep me waiting. I simply wish to know your mind. Speak up and let it be known to all.
I am against exterminating the lizardmen. I beg you, Lord Hines, show them mercy.
The nerve of you! Do you realize you're challenging the Supreme One's will?
Albedo, do not get in the middle of this.
Why does Albedo have the name Bed in it? Kinky.
I beg your pardon. Please forgive me.
I am intrigued. You must
Albedo. Albedo. Holy shit!
have a pretty good reason for making this request. Something that will benefit the great tomb of Nazarick and its denizens. Tell me what it is.
Yes, Lord. There is a chance that valiant warriors will appear among the lizardmen tribes. It is my judgment that it would be far more beneficial to have them pledge their loyalty to Nazarick, make them our subordinates.
That is indeed a convincing proposal. If we were to use the lizardman corpses to create undead, I'm not convinced they would be much stronger than if we used human corpses. As such, I see no reason to insist on using them for that purpose.
In that case,
However, it would be more cost-effective to use undead created by me than to leave the lizardmen alive and rule over them. If you can think of any other benefits, now is the time to voice them.
Hines works corporate, doesn't he? That's a very corporate approach, bottom line counting, as opposed to anything else. It's like cost-effective bottom line. Fuck the rest.
well...
How about it, Cocytus? If you have nothing more, then you won't mind exterminating them, yes? I see. That's too bad.
Lord Hines.
Speak, Demiurge.
Lord, instead of zombies, what if we used the lizardmen in a governability experiment?
Interesting. Continue.
Yes, the time will likely come when we will be handling different races simultaneously. Why not practice? We could use the lizardmen to that end, work out the kinks, and find a means other than fear to govern with for when the time comes.
Careful where you use the word kinks in this office. There's a lot of kinks in here.
A terrific suggestion, Demiurge.
Thank you very much.
Is it just me or is Hines getting played by Demiurge that's doing what this guy wants? I'd be careful. Demiurge is a clever boy.
We will then accept Demiurge's proposal and shift from exterminating the lizardmen to occupying them.
Lord!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy to convince him.
Demiurge, I am impressed.
I appreciate the praise, Lord, but I'm sure you were already aware of my proposal before I even thought of it. You were simply waiting for Cocytus, yes?
You give me far too much credit. All I wanted was for him to display his own thinking, no matter what it might have been. Listen well, my guardians. Orders are not infallible law that you must blindly obey and carry out. You must carefully consider them before you act. Always aim for the greatest benefit to Nazarick.
We will!
Consequently, we must change your punishment, Cocytus. You will govern the lizardmen and instill everlasting loyalty towards Nazarick within their hearts. Rule through fear is forbidden.
As you wish, Lord. I swear on my life to live up to the great mercy you have shown me, even if it takes me an eternity.
It's time to move out, my guardians! I want one team as a decoy, and another to flaunt our power to the lizardmen. We'll put on one hell of a show. Albedo, make ready your soldiers. Activate Gargantua as well.
By your command, Lord. About the decoy. I'm assuming that someone has enjoyed peeking on us lately. So you're sending out this dummy unit to keep our true intentions hidden for the time being?
That is correct.
Very good, Lord.
All right, it's time to get moving.
Demiurge, you have my gratitude.
Please, there's no need for that, Cocytus. For you see, this is probably the outcome Lord Ainz wanted all along.
Huh? You mean everything that's transpired has done so according to his design? I should have known that was the case!
But if so, does that... Well, I mean, I could be wrong about this, but...
Is Ainz Palpatine? 'Cause the fuck. And yep, I'm reading the comments.
Did Lord Ainz assume that Cocytus would lose from the get-go?
Ouch.
Not so much lose, perhaps. He may have been hoping Cocytus would probe the lizard men's strength and ask for reinforcements rather than blindly follow his orders.
Well, that's our Lord Ainz for you. 10 steps ahead of the rest. No wonder he assumed the role of Guildmaster for the Supreme Ones. Truly, no one was more deserving of the throne.
That was friggin' epic! Cocytus totally took me by surprise! In Yggdrasil, if you do anything you don't have the skills for, you're screwed! But if Cocytus can gain tactics and strategies from this experience, that just goes to prove that everyone has a massive potential for growth! However, growth means change. If my Guardian skills can change over time, who's to say their loyalties can't do the same? Oh, that's a scary thought. I wonder if there's anyone around who can teach me Kingcraft.
I suppose it's about time I got ready to move out as well.
Is it the body pillow?
There's a floral scent.
Oh boy.
Have they been sprinkling perfume onto my bedsheets? Perhaps this is what the wealthy are used to. If so, I should keep that in mind. It could come in handy when pretending to be rich.
I knew this might happen, but...
You know what's a really bitch move? And I mean real bitch move. When you don't like this girl, but you identify the smell that her boyfriend uses as cologne, and then you buy that cologne and you spray it on yourself. Oh boy.
Not this soon.
Look at them.
Oh, impossible.
I noticed it too. Every one of them is covered in magic equipment.
A mythical undead army.
How'd the wind get cold so suddenly?
I'm sorry, but weren't you supposed to govern without fear? What is this? You just marked an army that could crush them 10 times over in front of their doorstep, and you're not ruling through fear? Sorry, I must have missed something in the memo.
Don't believe it. The only thing that could change the air like this is control weather. 6th tier magic.
You're sure about that?
And what's gonna happen? Is he just gonna ride in and solo them all to showcase his strength?
So, this must be the power of the Great One we keep hearing about.
Remain calm! Don't let fear rule you, brave warriors. The ancestors are watching. Don't think or do anything that would cause them to hang their heads in shame.
Too late. I'm pretty sure a few of them pooped themselves.
What do you think?
They're making their move, but it doesn't look like battle preparations.
Then what's the point of this?
Skeletons with shields at the front row. I don't know. It sounds a little bit like a battle formation.
Is that the ruler of death? What is that, Crush?
I don't know. It's completely new to me.
Of course he did.
Everyone to higher
You know, Ainz could sing Let It Go, and it would not seem out of place.
I'm guessing we can be sure this is the Great One after that little display.
Most likely.
Well, I'm sold. We don't stand a chance against this thing. Might as well be dung beetles from where he's standing.
Am I hallucinating? What is that thing?
Is anyone impressed how, like, cut out the rock is? That is clearly staged. They're going to climb up and K-pop dance, aren't they? Oh boy.
Hold on. Is this a royal procession?
Ainz clearly has a small pee-pee.
We carry a decree from the Great One. Our glorious master wishes to converse with you. Let your delegates step forward and receive your judgment. Know that time wasted is displeasing to the Great One. Do so at your own peril!
Oh, he used all those monsters just so he could invite us to speak with him.
We get it. Very small pee-pee.
That's crazy.
My brother. Will you walk with me?
Epic!
Zariusu,
Don't worry. I'll be back.
you better be.
Thanks for this.
I would never let you go alone, brother. Besides, they might take a single delegate as an insult. And if he decides to make an example of us, our newly formed tribe will only have lost one leader and a lowly traveler. I'm fine with that.
I'm Shasuryu Shasha, representative of the Lizard Men. This is our mightiest warrior as well as the one I call brother.
Zariusu Shasha!
Pathetic as expected. Demiurge, please teach these lower life forms the proper posture to adopt before our master.
Prostrate yourselves.
Did he just turn up the gravity? Because I was gonna say, turning up the gravity would be a huge flex.
Do not resist.
Lord Ainz, I believe they are ready to listen now.
Good work. Lift up their heads.
You are permitted to gaze upon the Great One.
I am the master of the great tomb of Nazarick, Ainz Gon. First, I shall express my gratitude to you for assisting in my experiment. Now on to the main subject. Your race will fall under my rule. However, I am sure that you do not wish to come under the rule of someone against whom you have so recently achieved victory. Thus, in 4 hours, I will attack again. The attacker will be one of my most trusted aides, Cocytus, on his own. If you are able to prevail against him as well, then I promise to leave your people alone in peace from this day forward.
We surrender!
I prefer you fight instead of giving up without trying. That would displease me.
He's toying with us.
My business here is done. You have 4 hours. I suggest you use them well.
If I may ask, will this ice melt away?
That's right. Fear not, I simply did not want to dirty myself with your mud. I will dispel my magic's effect later. Farewell, lizardmen. Gate!
Till next time, if you live.
See ya! Try not to get killed out there. Please, take care of yourselves, I guess.
Get back in there, Gandalf!
I bid you farewell.
You are now free to move. Do try to enjoy your last few hours, okay?
What a flex. He could have just teleported on top of the thing, but he wanted to walk up because he watched 300 that one time.
It's all of them! Feels like a ritual sacrifice.
So, what's the plan?
We'll call every warrior class lizard man to arms at once. With all of us, we just might...
Could I ask that it just be 5 of us? If their goal is to demonstrate their overwhelming power, they are unlikely to kill us all, especially if they want to rule us. If that's the case, we will need a central figure for the survivors to rally around.
A sound argument.
Yes, but who's stay?
It won't be me. I'd rather go down fighting.
Then that's what we'll do. And Crush will lead the survivors.
Just a minute! I'm fighting too! Zaryusu, why are you willing to be a martyr now?
Because our people have been given a chance at living.
She's pregnant, isn't she? Bury the guilt!
I'll let the two of you work this thing out. See you all in 4 hours.
Yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Crush, understand.
There's no way that I could! We could still win after all. My powers could keep you alive until we grasp victory.
I refuse to let the female I love die like that. Would you please grant this foolish male his dying wish?
That's not fair.
Sorry.
Probably die out there.
Yeah.
And you're asking me to sit back and watch it happen. After we've become so attached to one another.
You've known each other a week.
Impregnate me!
The lizardmen have come into direct contact with the overwhelming power of Nazarick. For the sake of their species, the warriors step forward to their final battle. Cocytus, the guardian of the 5th floor, is their one and only opponent. In this last-ditch battle, he overwhelms them with terrifying ease. Chapter 5, The Freezing God. The miracle is upon you.
Well, that escalated quickly. Oh, man. Time is relative to their species' life expectancy. I mean, fair enough. I don't know how long lizards live, but... Oh, man. I'm calling it. Big flex. Impregnate me. Oh, man. Sorry about that. I just burped. Oh, man. You know what? I have to get something. Remember that ability where they created the blizzard. That ability where they created the blizzard. One thing comes to mind. So when and you guys saw the Lich King. When you fight the OG Lich King, he has a particular ability when you're fighting him. You're fighting him on a huge icy plane, and one point during the fight, if you time out, he just plunges his sword into the floor, as you saw when he raises the dragon, but instead of raising a dragon, it causes an almighty blizzard and you just die. It's seen one other time, so I figured I might as well share the trailer with you guys because it fits into the whole undead liches and skeletons and ice swords thing, and I think it's a fairly good one, so please do enjoy.
Ice Crown. A monument to our suffering. The veil between life and death. Where a usurper sits on a frozen throne. But no king rules forever. Unfit to wear this crown. To wield so much power.
That power will be your prison.
This world is a prison. set us all free.
Ah, good times. Good times. Good times. You must have missed a little bit of Wrath of the Lich King where the Lich King Arthas is defeated and they come to the conclusion that without the Helm of Domination, which was that helmet, that jewel controls the undead. Yes, Hachan, what's up? That jewel controls the undead. So if no one's wearing it, all the undead in the world run rampant. So someone made the brave sacrifice of wearing the helmet and becoming an eternal prisoner to keep them under control. And then comes Sylvanas and, well, we see what happens. So I figured I might as well share it because he does cast that ability that creates a blizzard around him, which, you know, blocks out everything. So as soon as you guys said that the book started being written in 2010, ability's been around for a little while because I think Warcraft 3 was back in... When the hell was Warcraft 3 made? But Wrath of the Lich King was, I believe, 2008. And that ability was very widespread. So, being that it is an MMO and it's an undead and it's a Lich King, it would be a bit difficult not to make a few references to the OG Lich King, because you know it's kind of one of those things in MMO, and it's always entertaining watching a World of Warcraft cinematic because they put a lot of time and effort into them, and the quality is always really nice, and the fights in them are actually pretty entertaining. There's a few really good ones. So yeah. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up there because it is midnight. We've had our 4 episodes of Overlord Season 2, which will continue next week. I believe we've had 3 or 4 episodes of Attack on Titan, which, again, we are continuing next week. To answer your question about how often we stream, I do always post a little update on the Discord with our live stream schedule. But to answer your question, we stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Saturday is the anime game live stream. Sunday is the action game live stream. Monday is Anime Monday, where we react to anime. I try to post a little update every week, but honestly, that's the format that we use. We have been watching Invincible on Fridays. I plan on finishing Invincible this Friday, which is 4 days from now in Australia. And then after that, we pretty much cut off the Friday thing. But yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If you haven't, follow on the Twitch. We do have a gaming channel on YouTube. We also have a reaction channel on YouTube for anime. So if you scroll down, there's 2 links, one to the gaming channel, one to the reaction channel. There's also Patreon, where I'm going to obviously edit and upload these within the week. I've uploaded all the anime reactions there already because, as you know, anime reactions are very difficult to get on YouTube. Very difficult. We had a few instances where we've uploaded them and months later they get taken down via DMCA. So it's one of those things. If you want to catch it live, That's always preferential. You can catch it on YouTube when I can edit it and chip out the audio and little things like that. Otherwise, do catch it on Patreon. Everything's up to date there, and I try to get all the reactions there within a week of when they happen. So thank you for joining me. Monday is awesome when we have anime at the end of the day, so I always look forward to Mondays. It gets me through the day. I will see you guys on the weekend, and I will be hanging out on the Discord all week, as I always do. So if you haven't joined, just scroll down in the About Me section. There's a link to the Discord. I hope to see you there. Plenty of people, plenty of vibes, plenty of memes. Thank you for coming. Until next time, Ninja Kuma out. By the way, the VOD's going to be up for about an hour or 2 before I have to make it private because of copyright. So if you have a little bit of time, please do go and do a few highlight clips. I think there's a few good little highlights from Attack on Titan and Overlord. I think the Impregnate Me is a very good one. I think the meeting the lizard girl for the first time is probably a good one. And there's probably a few other ones if you can think of it. So do me a favor, if you have a spare minute or 2, go post the highlight and then just drop the link on our Twitch. We have a little thread that's called Twitch Clips. That's where we share all the little highlight memes. And so we have a nice little collection of highlights that people can enjoy later on. So please do that if you have time. I'll see you guys on Discord. Bye.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun sized, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
That was
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.